Hello, fellow human. Welcome back to another Dank Doggo. Today, I duck it up. So, our ridiculous moments for today is from /Bomb Butt Day, with the title of Tifu by getting busted by cops while in my bra panties after breaking and entering to get my friend's insulin. This weekend, I was in one of my best friend's weddings. The bride, my friend's, is diabetic and forgot her insulin when we went to the church, so technically diabetes is the villain of the story. No problem. I volunteered to go back to her house to pick it up. I'd like a mission. Me against diabetes. After a morning of bridal stuff, my adrenal glands were more than happy to kick some dust off. The bride says the back door is unlocked, so I dash to her house, drifting the corners in my mind, finding the apex in the road. The back door is not unlocked. No doors are opened. But I'm not taking the L on it. All of us bridesmaids had gotten ready at her house earlier, and one of the other bridesmaids was leaning out to her window on the second floor smoking. I gaze up at her window, praying that it's still unlocked. I know this house. I went to high school with the bride, snuck out to that window onto the roof, and clambered down the tree beside the house many times. Only this time, I'm in a strapless, tight, mermaid-style dress. Driving a stick in this constricting skirt was challenge enough. There is no way on God's green earth that I can climb a tree. It's barely above freezing, but this is a DEFCON 2 situation. I'm in a backyard, and there is only one house that can see me. I accept the crazy low odds that the grandparents that live next door will notice me. Decidedly incorrect assumption because apparently Grams has assigned himself the position of Overwatch. I kick off my heels, sling off my jacket, it's barely above freezing, and toss the Morticia Adams-style bridesmaid's dress over the fence. I pat my old friend, the tree, and begin to climb. I'm sure I sloth climbed it, but the adrenaline pulsing through my veins has convinced me that I ninja worth that mission. The window is unlocked. Hoorah! Once I open it, I ungracefully fall into the room from the roof. I don't care because the distinct male movie announcer voice in my head is sexily broadcasting the trailer for the movie I'm acting out. The crowd cheers when my icicle toes hit the hardwood floors. I'm killing it! The room looks like a girl bomb exploded. Curlers, hair dryers, makeup bags, and clothes cover every square inch of the carpet. I super kung fu hop over the piles of the dresser, where she said her insulin bag would be. It's not there. I rifle through the piles, shaking like a scared dog from the cold. Nope. To the bathroom. Nope. A massive rock drops in my stomach when I can't find her insulin. The clock is ticking. I launch down the stairs, 2 at a time, and run through the house as my eyes scan every surface. I find it on the kitchen counter, a full floor away from where she thought she left it. Booyah! I'm back in the game. I shotgun pump my arm and grab the bag. I make sure I can lock the kitchen door from the inside. I mentally check. Yep, I left all of my stuff outside. I step into the garage, shutting the door behind me. As I'm jiggling the locked doorknob, I hear the whoop whoop of a police car. I slowly turn and do some weird half raise of my hands. There are 2 cops in the driveway, all official and stern looking. In a split second, I flash on images. I'm in the back of the police car, handcuffed, search warrants and getting issued. I see the courtroom, a stern judge and an unforgiving jury. In a moment of catastrophic cognitive dissonance, I swear I heard my brain misfire. The only thing that zaps me back to reality is that I kid you not, my boobs are 2 frozen ice cones. I'm going to have the pleasure of explaining this horrendous show to the officers while wearing nothing but my fancy thong and lacy, strapless bra because genius me didn't want panty lines, and my hot butt guy will be wearing a tux to the wedding. Enough said. I could have vaporized on the spot from humiliation as the officers approached me. I don't even know what I said. I virtually shoved the back of insulin at the older cop and vomited out the preposterous details of this Texas-sized oof that landed me in my skivvies coming out of a house that I technically broke into. They try to keep a straight face, but then I start to laugh. It begins as a small embarrassed chuckle, but then it takes on a life of its own, commandeering all of my self-control and fling it into the icy wind with ashes of my dignity. I howl. Tears down my face and I shoot strangled, inhuman sounds at them. I can make no sound other than drown-out vowels. God, it's embarrassing. The cops are trying to ask me questions, and instead they get Mudley the dog. All I can do is wheeze or tear and shake from the cold. Finally, I beg them to let me put the clothes on. One gallantly swings his arms to me and to proceed to the backyard to recover my assortment of clothing, fringingly clinging to the fence. They are gentlemen about it as I jump and shimmy into this hell contraption of a bridesmaid's dress. They ask me if there's anyone that I can call from the family to confirm the story. I call the bride. She doesn't pick up. I call the bride's mom. She doesn't pick up either. I call the love of my life. He picks up on the first ring. God, I love that man. He doesn't know why I left the church, but immediately goes into solve this situation fast mode. He gets the bride's dad. It gets sorted. My guy is waiting in the parking lot when I pull up. Panic rolls across his face when he sees me, thinking I've been crying. I laugh the rest of my makeup off with him when I tell him the story. We're getting married soon, and I think the bride should have performed a commensurate task to climbing a tree in the freezing weather in her underwear. I'm definitely taking suggestions. This all happened in a decently small town. This story has ripped through the gossip mill like Taco Bell through the colony. My oldest brother apparently friends with the young cop that I could never make myself look in the eye. Yep, never leaving this town, I'm never more grateful to have moved away. Also, life pro tip. I'm an idiot, so maybe you all know this, but don't hand your phone to the police. Put the call on speaker or show the text from your hand. Do not physically place your property in the care of police. Advice from a law student who was more than happy to lecture me for 20 minutes at the reception. TLDR, title says it all. Insulin is a life-saving drug, at least for one day. I kicked diabetes butt. You gotta do what you gotta do, even if it means being a streaking Tarzan cat burglar. So that's one hell of a comedy story. Great job, OP. You're a great friend to have. Won't give up no matter what. And insulin is indeed a life-saving drug for diabetic people, so it's kinda big deal for the bride that day. Lucky of her to have a friend like you. Great job. I don't really see this as a r/Tifu story, but rather a commendable one. It's not like OP got thrown in jail for something, just that she wore bra and panties in front of two police answering questions from them. A little embarrassing for sure, but just like OP said, you gotta do what you gotta do. And that town is sure small, as your brother even know the young cop, lol. Also, I absolutely love OP's storytelling style. Very creative and imaginative, with lots of metaphorical situations. OP sure has a great sense of humor. And now for the comments. We have the first comment by u/Tone Quest Never Ends. Lucky guy gets married to the Scandinavian flick-wielding, Spider-Man climbing, Mortal Kombat moving bridesmaids, who is extremely funny. The OP replied that, clutch kick, baby! I'm the lucky one! User OK Volume 1 commented, this always ends differently on top. Lol, I'm glad I'm not the only one with a dirty mind. Meanwhile, u/Space Dip praised, Lamau, but their writing isn't anywhere close to this good. User Lilith Fair 4 said, as someone with type 1 diabetes and is dependent on insulin, not all heroes wear capes, some wear fancy underpants. Bless you, OP. U/Hood and Sue believes that I think everyone needs a friend who's willing to climb a tree in their underwear and risk being arrested for you. U/Kamikaze Demigod said, I'm willing to climb a tree in my underwear if it gets me friends. And we have the final comments from U/Solstice38. Thank you for this terrific story, made my day. That's it for today, fellow humans. Thanks for watching. Dankdoggo appreciates your time. If you enjoy our content and want to see more of us, stay tuned and subscribe. Don't forget to smash that like button or Doggo will cry. Also, you can always tell us your Doggo comrades, your experiences in the comment section. I will catch up with you guys later in the next video.